Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to this ICP update. We want to take a look at this price because in the last couple of days, this really has been the main of the moment. So we want to take a look at it to try and see whether it's actually a good time to be buying in right now, or maybe it's the time to be selling right and cashing in some profits right. So before we get into the chat, I just want to remind you that we are going to be doing a giveaway on the 1st of January 2024 here, giving away 100,000 Jasmine tokens to 3 lucky winners. So meaning that each winner is going to be walking away with something like 3,000 Jasmine tokens, and according to our technical analysis here, that would actually turn out to be something like $33,000 in the future. So if you don't want to pass on that opportunity, all you have to do is make sure that you are subscribed to the channel and then you have dropped a comment at least once in any of our videos. Right, we are taking those names, usernames especially, and we're going to be using them in a live draw that we're going to be hosting on the 1st of January 2024. Right, it is going to be a live stream, so everybody's going to be witnessing who really is going to be walking away with those tokens. Right, so without me running my mouth too much here, let's actually get into the price, and you can actually see that ICP has finally broken this resistance, which was lying at something like $9 thereabout, right? So the resistance has been broken. Right now, we don't have a close actually above that level because this daily candle really hasn't closed. But I think it's really important, in my own opinion, to understand where we are sitting here with the current market conditions and where this price is, right? So in my own opinion, this chart is actually a laggard because, I mean, we have already seen coins like Cardano do the same thing right here. You can also see, see a coin had already done something like this. So this was something that was really anticipated here. And you can also see the example of Scale doing the same thing. We also have the example of Theta here, and then we also have the example of Neocoin. And you can see that these things really have been doing pretty much the same thing, right? And here you can even see we've pretty much doing the same thing right here. We actually went on to take a trade on that one. I was announcing it on my Patreon. So you can see here the ARWIV trade that we took 2 days ago, and it's already at something like 78%, and there's still much more to come, right? So if you're interested in trade alerts, feel free to join that. The link will be down in the description or somewhere there in the comment section, right? So now that we have established that ICP is just following in the footsteps of the market, right, probably being a leader, because if you look at those examples here, you can see that those, they kind of stopped at the resistance levels, right? So the big question obviously here is, are we going to stop here just like all those altcoins did, or maybe we are going to continue, right? But I want to take you to the total market cap of crypto, which you can see that we had the same kind of resistance that we had right here, right? Even with the ICP price set, and this is probably where the ICP price set would be. I want you to notice that we have like striking similarities. Even take a look at these resistance levels right here, but there is something like an empty space right here where I think that the price that is going to experience something like, less of resistance by just pushing to the upside. But look at this backtest that happens right here. If we want to zoom in like this, you can see that it kind of backtested that resistance which was broken after closing a daily candle above the resistance level. So coming back to ICP, what you want to see is, yes, this candle that we are in at least closing above the resistance level. So we are taking a look at something like $8.60 or $8.70 thereabout, right? So once we have something like that, the next thing to expect is a backtest of this. So if we would maybe try to visualize it, we are looking at something like this, right? We've already broken out, but a backtest like this one and a successful bounce like this one to go ahead and reach a price of something like $15. This has already been done by the total market cap, and the structures were really similar. If you also want to take a look at from a adjustment perspective, really, if you want to take this as your peak right here, the rally before the capitulation, you can also see that that area coincides with something like the 0.618 Fib retracement level, and that's a common suspect in crypto each and every single time, right? So if we want to grab the Fib retracement 2 one more time from this peak right here to the bottom, you can also see that your 0.618 Fib retracement level is lying right there at something like $15. So what we are expecting in the immediate short term is to close a daily candle above that. If you close your daily candle above that, there you are looking at a backtest and then continuing even higher, just as the total market cap is that. We also have the example of Cardano here, in which you can see that Cardano right now was working to backtest this support level right there. It's really too early to tell if we are going to bounce just yet, but you can kind of have the idea that something like this is actually going to be happening right here, right? You can also take a look at the examples from the previous bear market, in which you can see here Ethereum had almost the same kind of a setup, right? So once you get back to these resistance levels right here, if you have a successful closure above the resistance there, you get your backtest there, and then you continue to the upside. So to answer the question as to whether it's time to buy right now, I would honestly wait for a backtest of this to happen, and then I'll be riding that wave to the upside right here, which I was already saying that we are going to be riding at least something like $15 thereabout, right? So yeah, this is to expect in the immediate short term, but obviously none of what I say is financial advice, and you should not buy or sell anything because of anything I say, all right? But if you like the content, don't forget to delicately tap the like button, share the video with your friends and family, and then I'll hope to see you on the next one. Take good care of yourselves. Bye.